Moi!
Moi! Hello, Finland. Hello, Europe. Saara Aalto has made it to the next round of X Factor. On Saturday during Fright Night, Saara performed Lady Gaga's Bad Romance. This was kooky, this was crazy, and it went down very well with all of the judges singing Sarah's praises. Chris, tonight she went through, avoided the bottom three. What do you make of it?
I'm very happy. I think there was a lot of people wondering maybe like last week was a one-off because obviously she'd been in the bottom two twice already, and whether it was like a 1 week bounce thing. But no, she is proving she has staying power. She has the British public on her side now, which is really, really good. And she deserved it. That performance of Bad Romance, I don't think it was as good as Bjork last week, but she was certainly head and shoulders, staging-wise, and her confidence, so much better than a lot of the other acts on Saturday night.
Yeah, I think she wasn't the best last night, but obviously she really deserved to go through. I have to agree, it wasn't as good as last week, and I think it was really like it was out of Sarah's comfort zone because she was dancing, she was doing a lot of stuff, and she was a little out of breath in the end. Again, it was really crazy show. So maybe she needs to calm it a little, but it was of course the Fright Night team, so it had to be creepy and scary and stuff like that. But yeah, she totally deserved to go through, and I'm happy that she didn't go to the bottom three.
She was definitely among the top acts. There was no way she should have been in the bottom three. If I'm being totally honest, this wasn't my favorite arrangement. I think I'm so used to hearing Lady Gaga sing Bad Romance in that kind of low pitch register that when I heard Sarah singing it higher, it was a little unsettling. And also, I agree with Nicole Scherzinger that the coffin piano thing at the end, it was too much going on. It's like Coco Chanel says, take something off, put something away. But that said, she's a performer, and Brits are finally understanding that she's a performer. I think she was stronger last week. I'd say she was stronger the first week, to be honest. But a lot of that is down to staging, which isn't down to her, because there's a team deciding all that. In any event, I'm excited that Brits are finally behind her. Now, Chris, a lot of our readers have written they're worried that she's become too kooky. And Sammy just said she's kind of, I don't know, typecasting herself. Does she need to move away from this?
Well, I think that next week, I mean, it's boy band versus girl band next week, so that might help her a little. The past 2 weeks, I mean, Divas and Fright Night, she's had to be a bit kooky. But I think that she has the ability to do something completely different and be a bit more serious. And when she did I See Fire, that was very serious. Yeah. So I think she's able to do that on the show. But I think maybe actually the kookiness, now that they have played up, the past 2 weeks, they're the weeks where she has got through. So maybe that is the big thing for her right now, that she is so different and a bit odd.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried that they will do this till the end of how many weeks she will survive, because like clearly it has proven that she does well with the big performances, and that first 2 weeks weren't so good for her when it comes to the audience. So maybe they just want to do this and hope for the best. But I'm just sad because Sarah can do so much better stuff. Like she can sing, she can like bring out more emotion than she did last week or this week. So I just hope that they still take the risk and sing something more powerful and what really needs the good vocals. But obviously Brits seems to like the show, and they don't really, if there's just a singer who is just singing and standing there, they don't like that. I don't know why, but like it shows that in the show, and that's why they want to do this big show for Sarah.
Now, I know X Factor has money, but I don't think they have the sequin budget or the dancing budget to have her doing this week in, week out. Interestingly, one of our readers wrote on our Facebook page that he thought the performance was like a bad drag act. And so it does turn some people off. I think what's going on here is that she was in the bottom two, twice in a row. So people heard her sing, and she sang for her life, like one of those drag queens on RuPaul's Drag Race. She left everything out there, and so Brits warmed to her. And I think that is helping her a little, because people got to know her better through those sing-offs. And so they're remembering not just her current performances, but, her raw talent from before.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I think as well that there's certainly the aspect that I've seen it on social media. People are saying, oh, I actually really like that. I didn't like Saara before, but they are starting to warm to her just a little bit more. And it's good, that the press seem to like her as well. There's a lot of stories about her. I mean, that whole thing with Nicole and her girlfriend, that was just a whole big storm in a teacup kind of thing. But at the same time, it shows that there is an interest in her. I think what's really going to be cool is apparently Sharon is going with Saara to Finland this week. They were talking about on the Extra Factor that they're going to go visit Finland together. So actually, again, if they're investing that much time in sending Sharon Osbourne to go to Finland with her, that's actually maybe a good sign for Saara's length in the competition.
And also that both Louis and Sharon told host Dermot O'Leary that she was their standout act from last night. The other two judges, of course, went for Emily Middlemas. I think that Sammy and I, before this, it was you and I who were talking, we were saying that, a lot of Finns are watching this online, so maybe producers see some way to make money out of Saara being so popular. They want to keep her in the show, and I'm all for that. Not that they do things dodgily on X Factor, but it's great that she's still in this. We should talk about the general result quickly. The bottom two were Four of Diamonds and Gifty Louise. And of course, Ryan Lowry was also in the bottom three, and he survived through the app. What do you guys make of this? I was shocked that Gifty went home.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Ryan always gets through with the Lifeline vote, and that's just... I think they should get rid of that because, of course, the teenage girls are voting for him. Scotland is voting for him, so obviously he gets through from the Lifeline vote. Between Four of Diamonds and Gifty, I thought that Four of Diamonds had better sing-off, but their performance last night was really bad. So because of that, I really wanted Gifty to stay, but obviously it was down to sing-off.
And you could tell Gifty was not happy. The girl was pissed. I mean, she's been good. She's been, all right. She's not been my favorite in the past weeks, but you could tell, it felt like there was a lot going against her this week. And obviously there was the whole thing, she swore last week during the results show, and whether that was, putting her on first was a punishment or something like that with the producers. You never know. It could all be coincidence, but it kind of felt like this was the week that Gifty was meant to go, in a way. And at the same time, I don't see what else, you would have got out of Gifty. She did the same kind of performance every time. Four of Diamonds aren't great.
They are bad.
It's good for Saara, in a way, that Ryan and Four of Diamonds are still in, because she will easily wipe the floor with them if she ever was in a sing-off against them again, so...
There may be four vocalists in Four of Diamonds, but Saara has a better voice than all four of them put together. She has more power than all four of them put together. She is the diamond. They are cubic zirconia. They are fake. She is the real deal. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Do you think Saara Aalto can continue to slay? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And make sure to hit the like button on this video.
And if you want to see more of our videos, click the subscribe button down there.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.